Shalom, back with part 2. All right, Eve and the serpent. Let's continue here. So again, I took you here to show you and to prove to you that we're talking about man. You understand that? Man. Okay? We're not talking about some damn talking snake in the garden. All right? That's a folly. All right? It's a fairy tale. Do you understand? Okay? Understand that these scriptures, you're dealing with allegories, and we're going to get into that word. You're dealing with metaphors, all right? Parabolic, okay? Again, we always tell you that you have to get into the root words and the etymology of words for understanding, just like what we're doing right here. I took you to the word devil so that you see, because this lesson, we're going to be talking about the serpent. The serpent's not a talking snake, it's a man. And there's further proof. There's more. Relax. It's coming. All right? We haven't even got started yet in Genesis 3 and 1. All right? And we're going to get back to that. All right? Okay, because that's mainly where we're going to deal with out of. Okay? And then we're going to jump around and give you the precepts and give you the understanding, like what we're doing right now. You understand that? So again, we know that, okay, devil means slanderer, right? Accusing falsely, false accuser, slanderer. See that? Okay? And look, right, further proof of that, right, that he slanders the Israelites, right, every chance he gets, okay, just to show you, all right, and to see in the scriptures. Give me a minute. All right, this is Revelations 12 and 10. Now, his slandering of the Israelites, that's all over the scriptures. I'm just using this as an example, all right? This is not the lesson for today. It's just to back up what I'm saying. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation, all right, and strength, and the kingdom of our God power, of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and the power of his Son, Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach, all right? For the accuser, right? Hello, there you go. Who we just reading about in the blue letter? Huh? Who we just reading about? The devil. He's the false accuser, is he not? Yeah, we're talking about man. We're talking about Esau, Edom, the white man. You understand that? All right? For the accuser of our brethren, who's our brother? The Israelites, right? Of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, is cast down. See? And that's what he's doing. He's being cast down by the Lord. He's being taken out of power. He's at the end of his little season that we read about, in Revelations, the 20th chapter. You understand? Verse 1, 2, and 3, and verse 7 and 8. All right? All right, he came back into power for a third and final time as a fulfillment of prophecy, period. All right? All right. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse who? The Israelites, you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, before our God power day and night. And what is he doing accusing? He's saying, you see, what? These are your chosen people? But look at them. They're eating swine, pork, lobster, they're doing this, they're doing, and Esau puts all that stuff out there in your hood for you to do that, for you to sin. You understand? Because he's a man of sin. Do you understand, people? Are you getting it? Do you see that you're in the anti-Messiah kingdom, always has been? Do you understand that? You're born into it. Okay? Are you seeing it? Do you get it? All right, he's the person who's putting the chemtrails in the air, all right, the GMO foods, all right, the lead and poison water, okay? I just did a thing on that, all right, a video on an article based on that, and them dumping toxic, chemicals into the water in Tampa Bay, Florida here, all right? 400 gallons of it. You understand that? Do you get it, people? You understand that the stuff that you drink and you eat has all been contaminated? Do you understand that? All right. Okay. That's the point. And they overcame him. Who's going to overcome him? The elect of the Negro, Latino, and Native American, that 1/3. Okay. By the blood of the Lamb. You see that? By the blood of the Lamb. Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach. And by the word of their testimony. Right. The testimony of who? The testimony is not ours. Okay. We're just simply bringing it out. We're vessels. We're servants. You understand that? Of the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach. So, whose testimony is it? Like people want to say, well, oh, the commandments, Moses, the law. No, they're not Moses' laws. They're the laws of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. Okay? What does it say in St. John 7:16? This is Yahweh Shai speaking. You'll read this in red lettering. My doctrine is not mine, but he that sent me, who sent the Son, Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. You understand? So you have his testimony and his Son's testimony. You understand that? And how big is that and how important is that? Okay? We'll show you that in a minute. All right? But we, right, as you read in Thessalonians 2:8, then shall that wicked be revealed, right, whom the Lord shall consume. Consume means to devour, to destroy with the spirit of his mouth. What's the spirit of his mouth? The scriptures, right? The word. But it comes out of whose mouth? His chosen men, his servants, the prophets. You understand that? From our elders on down. Okay? You understand that, people? And it'll tell you that in Luke 1:70. All right? The spirit of the Lord's mouth are his prophets. You got it? You understand that? And the prophets are spiritually subject unto the prophets. To all spiritual. All right? Who the Lord then shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. What's that brightness of his coming? That's that thermonuclear fire from the ICBMs, plus that concentrated laser fire from the chariot. You understand? And that's just to give you to understand that by the word of their testimony. It's not our testimony. It's the testimony of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, all right, and of his Son, Yahweh Shai. There's truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures, all right? And by doing so, we make ourselves a target. You understand that? Okay? And that's proof right down here in verse 17. And the dragon is Esau Edom, all right, and his military, all right, the EU and NATO, you understand? Because that's what makes up the Edomite beast system, the last leg and extension of the revived Roman Empire, okay? You understand? Which is spoken about here in the scriptures, all right? So the dragon, Esau Edom and his military, was wroth with the woman. The woman is Israel. Proof of that, you scroll up to the top, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, and a woman clothed with the sun, the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. The 12 stars representing the 12 tribes of Israel. So you see how the Lord, all right, refers to Israel as a woman. All right, and you read this also in Jeremiah 6:2. He refers to, right, Zion, right, which is interchangeable with the word Israel and Jerusalem, as a calm and delicate woman. Got it? But again, going back down here, so Esau was wroth, meaning angry with the woman, Israel, and went to make war with the remnant of his seed. Who's the remnant of Israel? Who's the remnant of Jacob's seed? You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that make up 12 tribes, right? But now, a particular group of them. So, who is that particular group? Let's read it. Which keep the commandments of the God power of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai, the Mashiach. So, these are us, from our elders on down, that have this truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures. You understand? This is their kryptonite. All right, this truth is what is destroying them, this word. And we just read that, people, right? We just read it right here, all right? We just read it. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. You see that? And they love not their lives. I repeat, they love not their lives even unto death. You see that? That they're going to be, that they have integrity, that they're loyal, that they're faithful. Do you understand that? And you know why? Because for Israelite, they've all come into the understanding that there is no death, all right, for an Israelite, particularly of the elect. Because as we read in 1 Corinthians 15:54 and many other scriptures, precepts, death is swallowed up in victory. You understand that? Oh, yeah. It's swallowed up in victory. Because even the men who have died in this truth, even prior to this Jacob's trouble, all right, which we're about to really get deep into, okay? The men of this truth, those that have died shall be raised first. All right, and then we're going to be caught up with them in the air. The ones of us that are still alive, the survivors, we're going to be caught up in the air and changed within the twinkling of an eye and get those new bodies. You understand that? All right? And I believe we read that, what is that? Thessalonians, all right? What is that? Thessalonians 1 and 4. I think around the 14th verse. See? All right? For we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep. And this is how he refers to them, right? Like when Lazarus, right, died, Yahushua said he was just sleeping, right? So even them which are asleep, right, which in here, this society, they talk about, you died, you passed on, right? Well, according to Yahushua, they're just sleeping. You see that? Because why? Because it is the body that dies, not your spirit. Your spirit's eternal. You understand that? The spirit always returns back onto the one who gave it to you in the heavens. You read that, that's Galatians 12 and 7. You understand that, people? Your spirit is eternal. It's pure energy. And the only one who can destroy that is the Heavenly Father, or his Son, Yahushua. You understand that? Because he's been given, all the power now, right? So, for this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain, okay, unto the coming of the Lord, shall not prevent them which are asleep. Those that have already passed on, right? Okay, that they would consider to be dead. And I'm telling you that they're not. And in the heavens, they have a celestial body that, they are joined onto their spirit when they go up. All right, and everybody goes to the same place, the wicked too. All right. All right. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout and the voice of the archangel with the trump of the God power. And you see the dead, those that are asleep, right? All right, that were in this truth. You understand? In this truth. Not in the truth of Jehovah and your sweet Jesus. In the truth of Yahweh and his son, Yahushua. You understand that? This is the new song. Okay? So, and the dead, those that are asleep, in Yahushua the Mashiach shall rise first. You see that? All right? So it'd be those. So if your parents were not in this truth, they're not a part of that. Or your grandparents. You understand? Because they were all, their minds were corrupted and perverse through the deceptions and lies of Renaissance plantation Christianity, through her harlot daughters, the different denominations, Baptist, Calvinism, Pentecostal, whatever, Protestantism. You understand? All right? Even Islam. All right? So, anyway, we'll end this here. We'll be right back, I believe, with part 3. All right? Shalom.